Coming up on this episode.
There she is, cooking in her ultra luxury kitchen. But look at this. Whoa. That's that thump we must have heard the other day. Look at, there's mushrooms everywhere. Tons and tons of mushrooms. Oh, I hope these ones are edible. This would be a great spot to go harvesting mushrooms.
Well, it's breakfast time in our luxury kitchen. Ryan has put up a lovely kitchen cover for me. I'm going to fry up a couple of eggs for him this morning because he's been working so hard. So
this really didn't take any effort. I know it's something special, but really, there was nothing to it. Like it went up like that. Pretty good, eh?
I don't know how.
Yeah, me neither. Like sometimes inspiration just strikes, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like lightning.
Oh, it's a lovely one.
Yep.
Here we go. Okay, we're going to turn that on.
We started this journey cooking over a campfire and did so for quite some time. But then our family came to visit, and when we saw them using their cook stove, we thought, yeah, we need one of those. So we went out and found one, and it's been a total game changer for us ever since.
What you doing, sweetie? This looks good.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Was that one egg?
No,
Is that a twin?
it's a tour.
It's a tour?
Yeah. And I know that you like the yellow gummy stuff.
Oh, it's okay. Fry it up like you would for you.
Huh. This is a morning egg session and I am making it so that you can have a special egg McMuffin bird style. Bird egg, get it? That's actually funny.
You're a card, honey. Very nice. There she is, cooking in her ultra luxury kitchen.
Oh, what every lady dreams of.
Yep, this is a kitchen by LG. And that's truly a good motto. Life is good. Right, honey?
Oh, yes. Here we go again. We get to do our last wall. And we're really excited because we won't have any of this raw insulation around. We're going to have that all secured behind the plastic and it won't be in our lungs anymore.
Yeah, I don't like the lung kind.
Our plan is to eventually cover these side window walls with poplar siding, as light as we can find. We plan on installing cedar from the back wall, up across the ceiling, and down the front window wall for a nice wraparound effect. We think the contrast between the cedar and the white poplar will look just great.
When that wall is covered, it's going to be so nice.
You are not kidding.
Yeah. Look at that little countertop. I love it. You bringing it out, honey?
Just moving it over.
Okay.
Hopefully we won't have to go outside.
Oh,
Oh yeah, we're going to.
I would think.
Yeah.
It turned out so nice. Ryan has gotten so much done over the past 2 days. It's unreal, actually. It's the Northern Lights. You can see them dancing. See that? The Northern Lights have seen queer sights, but the queerest they ever did see. Oh, you can see it rolling. See that? You can actually see it much better on the camera. See that, honey? That spot that just rolls?
It's neat, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's really neat. There's one spot right there.
Yeah, it just rolls. Okay, so here we are checking out these big, massive trees that are causing us some concern, and we talk about it all the time. But the thing that we haven't noticed really, I don't think, up until now, is that. You see that?
That's major.
Look at that split in that tree. Like that, I feel, is going to come down pretty soon. The scary part is that, of course, the winds come from this direction because the lake. And again, look what's right there. And that tree is definitely high enough to hit that cabin. So that is a concern, really. Ryan's got some ideas. What's your idea, honey?
Well, I think what we should do is take the Kubota, park it near the base, and we'll take a chainsaw and we'll stand on the bucket, go as high as we can with the bucket, and limb it all up. And then we'll tie a ladder up to the. Yeah, it's gonna be totally sketchy.
How tall is the ladder? So we can go as high as 14 feet with the Kubota, and then the
About
ladder.
10 feet with the Kubota.
But then the ladder's how high? Really? 10? I thought it was higher.
It goes up about 10 feet, but then if I stand on it, I can reach another 6 or 7.
Oh yeah.
So that's 17 feet up, right?
Right. Okay. Remember how we needed some holes dug? Oh, but you having fun? Are you having so much fun? Aww. You're digging a deep hole. Yeah, you got lots of work to do. Oh, just gonna lay in it for a bit. Oh my. So
we'll bring the Kubota in here. We'll cut up, say, 16 to 17 feet with the chainsaw. Take all those limbs off, and then I'll put a little ladder up there, a small one. I'll tie it off, and then I'll climb the ladder and I'll cut more of the limbs off, and then I'll attach a strap to the very top.
But remember, that's what happened to my brother-in-law.
Yeah, but that's different.
And the tree shifts, you know, and it moves.
Right.
Yikes.
I gotta tie it all off though. Right?
Yeah.
If the ladder's tied to the tree, it can't fall. Okay? So anyways, and then we'll tie a strap or a chain to it, and then we'll take the winch and we'll secure it to, say, that tree down there. We'll just put some tension on it, and then I'll cut it. Down it goes.
This really is the sketchiest idea that we've had so far.
Well, I think it'll be safe.
No, I know it. I know this one is a sketchy.
It's a sketcher?
This one is a sketcher above all others, I think.
Sketcher, yeah.
And we've done a lot of sketch out here, but it doesn't mean that we shouldn't be 100% safe every single moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna be safe.
You'll have all the safety gear,
Yep.
everything.
I'll tie myself off to the tree too, so that in case something happens.
And I'll be hiding over on the barge.
Okay.
How is it helpful to you to have both of us as flat as pancakes?
It isn't. Now that you mention it.
Yeah. So it's more helpful to me
So maybe you should go up there with the sinker saw.
It's more helpful to you if one of us is healthy enough to call the helicopter in.
Yeah, that one.
Oh dear. Upward and onward.
Definitely upward.
Definitely downward.
Oh, okay.
Here is an aerial shot of Bird Island. This is taken from about 500 meters, way up there. We've had quite a few requests from viewers asking if we've explored these clearings yet. We haven't. We've been meaning to, but so far we just haven't had the time. We decided to send the drone over to take a closer look, so come with us and let's see if there's anything special in these clearings. This is the larger clearing, and it looks to be a basin of sorts that collects spring meltwater. I expect it will be quite wet, perhaps even marshy. In any case, it will be interesting to see if there are any wildlife hiding down there. We have named the northern tip of the island Poplar Point because it is just loaded with a variety of poplar species. It seems that whenever the fir trees are blown down by the wind, poplar trees spring up in their stead. Just coming into view now is the site of our growing homestead. It is amazing to us how much it has changed in just 2 short years. Directly inland from the bay is the smaller clearing. It looks to be a little bowl that also receives spring melt from the surrounding mesa. It also looks to be quite swampy to me. I'd like to get boots on the ground there and actually eyes on this little clearing and see if there is anything interesting there to report. But that will have to be for another day. Today, I'll be heading out to personally investigate that larger clearing. So let's go. Let's head over to the larger clearing. Come with me and let's see what there is to see. Okay, so looking for signs of a clearing. Melody said it's 600 and some feet from that fallen log. So I should be right around here, and it looks like the trees thin out and behind this front line here, so like that's super thick, that's super thick, and that looks thinner. So if I was a betting man, I would say that the bowl depression, whatever it is probably in there somewhere. So I'm going to find a spot to dock. It's looking like it's going to be sketchy because this is all going to be super shallow. I don't know what we're going to find. Looks like a natural little place to make land right here. I can go in and dock and then make my way to the clearing. It's about right to me. I think if I could go straight up from here, yeah, I could see those logs in there that I had to traverse. So if I could go straight up in there, I'm going to use that crooked stick, that fallen log. It's going to be just south of the fallen log. What else? Oh, that snag that fell there. The snag leads to the log, which leads to the stick. Okay, perfect. I can find this again, no problem. But look at this. Whoa. That's that thump we must have heard the other day. Because that is a fresh tree that just came down. So I'm going to make my way over this way and then make my way up that fall line there. That clearing. Let's see how that goes. It's only taken about 5 minutes to get up this far from the water. The boat's down there somewhere. And I'm just going to go across this little log bridge. I'll try to scramble up to the top of this little hill here. Well, here's the base of that big tree that I showed you when I first made land here. And it goes all the way down towards the water. But look at these 3 big cottonwoods it took out. The 4th, 5th, 6th one, it just snapped off. 7th one, took the top of that one off. A lot of power when these trees fall. It took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trees with it when it came down. 9. Huh. That's a lot of trees. Plus, you know, a whole bunch of little ones. There's a little ravine, goes back up to another hill. But anyways, I think that that swampy area, if it is a swamp, that clearing is just beyond this root ball here. So I have to scramble over this stuff and then down into that ravine swampy area that we saw from the satellite photo. There is the clearing. So I'm almost there. Let's hope it's not quicksand. It must be pretty wet because it's a depression. It's high on all sides and it just kind of funnels down into it, I think. I'll know more when I get there. Okay, that's where I've come from. And there's a tiny little valley, which on the map looked like it could be a swamp. Not sure. Wow. What do we have here? It's very lush. There's all kinds of mosses and tall grasses growing here. Super green. And look at this, there's no trees in here. Isn't this something? So it's not swampy after all. It's soft, wet, very spongy. Look at this. You could totally clear this, no problem, and have a beautifully little protected little sanctuary here. This is quite the surprise. Wow. The trees around here are relatively short. There's no real danger of widowmakers. There might be a couple back up in there. I guess there's a few tall ones up there. It's starting to reseed. Not reseed as in retract, reseed as in reseeding a garden. This is neat. It is actually a natural catch basin. So I think when the snow melts off the hills, it all runs down into here and pools. Because there is hills all around this little depression. This depression is probably, I don't know, 2 acres maybe? But with a little bit of work, this could be totally cleared and we could put a protected greenhouse in here. Some kind of protected structure anyways. Of course the tricky bit would be getting a path back to the cabin. There's lots of plant life here. It is very, very lush. Super still in here. Even though it's windy on the water, it is very calm and quiet in here. Anything we do here would have to be done with manual equipment. Could never get the Kubota in here. Not without a ton of road building effort. It extends back in here too. There's a couple tall trees here. 100-footers. This is neat. I feel like I've stepped into a whole different world. It's completely protected from what's going on around us. What's over here? Like, I'm not even kidding. This is just teeming with life. No water on the surface, but judging from all the moss and stuff, I'd say that there was at one point. It's probably underwater in the spring. You know, if we could get material here, it would be a nice spot for a cabin. Super quiet. Completely protected. Oh, there's some mushrooms. Wonder if those are the kind we can eat. A good shot of those. There's lots of them around here. Kind of leathery looking. Dare not touch them though, because some mushrooms, even if you touch them, you get sick. Look at, there's mushrooms everywhere. Tons and tons of mushrooms. Oh, I hope these ones are edible. This would be a great spot to go harvesting mushrooms. This would be neat to see in the winter. And again in the spring. Maybe next spring we'll send the drone up into here. Just kind of go scouting around 3 or 4 feet off the ground. And then just like that, there's a seriously thick wall of forest. I'm going to try a little different way back. I'm going to scramble up this hill here. I don't really feel like walking the balance beams. Super mossy, like there is a thick layer of sphagnum moss. Probably a foot thick. I don't like spiders and snakes. Okay. Yeah, these trees just snap off. Sometimes they snap off from way up above. Sometimes they're just pushed over. And the big ones tend to take a lot of collateral damage with them. Okay. There's a lake just beyond the top of this hill. I think I'm going to make my way over there. Looks a little easier to navigate than up across all this snaggle stuff. Note to self. Always take the safe way. There's a lot of hazardous things you can fall on. Like I just did. Imagine falling on this. Ooh. That'd be painful. Wow, we're up quite high from the water. Oh man, are we ever? We're 4 or 5 stories up. And it still goes higher. That would be an epic rope swing if we could rig it. Okay, I'm going to try to make my way down there to see if I can find the boat. A second note to self. Next time we go exploring in the woods, bring gloves. Well, not only bring them, wear them. There's lots of prickles and spiky things and other hazards. Actually, I think I'm a lot farther south than I was. That's where I just was, doing high hurdles. I think I'm going to traverse and go a little farther south and look for that big fallen fir tree. That's kind of my landmark. There's that ravine. Okay. So I know the boat. I was up there. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go find the water and go walk along the shore. Push through there. Oh, see if there's a better way. Ah, looks clearer over here. Okay, back up and around. Wow, look at all the fallen trees. Tall ones caught the wind and just got knocked over. Oh, can I get down through here? Oh, how far down to ground on the other side of this log? Looks like a long ways. Yep, it is. So I'm going to use it as a little bridge. Hey, rose hips. I think those are rose hips. Wow. Okay, I've got to get off this log. Oh, we're starting to get down where I can actually jump down now. There we go. Hey, there's a boat. That's a welcome sight. Okay, we are on our way home. Oh, I just love this place. I just love this place. Okay, on our way home. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please support us by clicking the thumbs up icon on YouTube. We invite you to also subscribe and click the bell. You'll be notified when we upload new content. Please invite your friends and family to come along too. Bye for now.